With that comes crazy prop bets because it's the biggest game of the year. Anything can happen, and we get hyper-focused on nonsense, dumb stuff that doesn't really matter, and we love it. So, Super Bowl, always a fun question. Steve, what do you got, heads or tails? If you had to put your money on it, you got 10 bones, right, because it's a prop bet. We'll put 20 smackaroos. Where you throwing it? Heads, tails? Give it to me one time.
Let's go tails.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Tails never fails. It failed last year, but it was on a run prior to that. We got to get back. If you walk up there and you're the captain of the team and you said heads and I'm standing next to you and I hear you say that, I'm walking off what are we doing here, bro? Do we not want to win? We have to lose to heads. You don't win on heads, you lose to heads.
That's you. To heads. Yeah, because they flip it with heads up. I mean, there's got to be some type of gravitational pull on that coin coming down. Tails is going to have some type of probability there.
Tails never fails. If you guys got your cash on that, make sure you throw that in there. The next one, this was a fun one, okay? This nickname was Steve's nickname in college, Quickie Mickey. I was saving that one for you, big dog. What's her last name? Mickey Gutton is going to be singing the National Anthem this year. The over-under is 1 minute and 35 seconds on this, okay? So the question is, do we bet over or do we bet under? The reason why she has the nickname, I didn't make this up, Quickie Mickey, because she's historically known for being quick with the National Anthem.
Yes.
So, with that being said, Steve, do you take the over 135 or under the 135?
You gotta go with the under on this. The under has played well. Look, Quickie Mickey, also known as Steve in college. I can't not run with the nickname, so I'm going to go with the under on this one. It looks like it's bowling up pretty well in Vegas as well. They're all
taking the under.
Yeah,
I'm taking the over. And here's why.
Do you think she hits that high note and just
it's her time? She knows she has this nickname, right? It's out there. It's been talked about. It's going to be in the back of her head. It's like, look, I'm at the Super Bowl. It's time to make it shine. Mickey's here. Over 135. Put your money on it. I'm telling you right now, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, over 135. Also assuming that she can hold some kind of vibrato note and she can,
over 135.
All right.
That's my bet.
All right, I'm going under. Put your money on under. Trust me on this.
Real quick, we've got a couple things here. If Utah boys win, Joe says here, if Utah boys wilt in the Florida Heat in Game 1, it could be a 10-win season. Go Gators. Absolutely, go Gators. I agree. I think Utah is going to be the tone setter for the season. UF will beat Utah no problem from Chris Smith. Absolutely, go Gators. And then we got some Super Bowl talk. We're gonna save that for a minute. Joe and Chris, get back to the prop bet. Steve, you've got a few more for us. Let me hear them.
So there's one that's kind of wonky, right? It's
wonky. I love that word.
Yeah, thank you. I did it for you. Will the score be tied after Shelton? It's 0-0. So once we break that 0-0 starting tie, will there be another tie throughout the game?
Thank you for explaining that at home, because when he first read it to me, I didn't understand. I didn't get what he was telling me.
I can see the look on your face.
I say absolutely yes, but I would put the mortgage on that. I feel pretty confident in that. I think it's going to be somewhat of a back and forth game, but it's going to be 7-7 easily, 10-10.
Yeah. 10,
easily
3-3, whatever the case may be. I don't know. The Rams offense is pretty hot right now, so it's there. They come out 7-3, and maybe we have a little bit of a goose chase here before we see another tie. But I do think that we will see one. Let's see here. Which team will commit the first accepted penalty? Has to be accepted. The Rams or the.
Oh, that one's a tough one. That one is heads or tails. It's a coin toss. I would stay away from that one, ladies and gentlemen. We are no longer making a strategic decision. We are gambling at that point. Stay away from that one.
It's horrible decision.
Unless there's some statistics that show that the Rams are most likely to put, if there's some stats there, then yes, right? If the Rams are known for offsides or false starts. You know what I mean? A kind of a weird type of penalty. Look into that before you make that bet. And there might be.
The one thing I will say is it's the Super Bowl, right? both lines are going to be just jittery and live and ready to go. So yes, to your point, I think it's the first penalty will be either a false start or an offside.
That bet requires precision investigation. There might be a player on each line that, like you said, in big games that they have a history of getting a little hot and heavy. Then yeah, maybe you have a little inside scoop. But if I'm just a weekend gambler here, I'm not taking that risk. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You stay away from that. Got one more that's a pretty good one here.
Bro, I knew that. I was waiting. Ricky, just heard we're gambling. Bro, my man's ears were itching. I was waiting for this. Any more? What else we got?
Right. Yep, last one, and then we can move on. How many rushing yards will Matthew Stafford have? The over-under is 5.5. 5.5 is the over-under for Matthew Stafford.
Oh,
sticky.
That one's tough.
Yeah. I mean, he could easily scramble them. Yeah,
I like it.
I would go over.
I like it.
I'll use one lane up the gut, maybe just one scramble where you get the defensive end down and you can get to the edge on a scramble play. I think he wins some games with his feet.
Exactly. Here's why I like it. McVay's going to have to get a little dicey with it, and Matty Stat moving the ball like that hasn't been a thing. When he had Goff, it was more of a thing. Right? Not a thing, but it was definitely an escape route, right? Option B. With Stat, it's more of like an option E. But I think with it being the Super Bowl, we got to spice things up a little bit, and I think kind of a quick little rollout when nobody's expecting it. Yeah, they're going to win a quick little rollout, hit an easy 5 yards. Overall day, that to me is a strategic decision that is not gambling all in. So, recap here. If we had to do a prop bet, here's my prop. I'll let you do my parlay. Tails, Quickie Mickey over, Matt Stafford over, and there's going to be a tie. Leave the other one off of it. That's my 4. If you could do a parlay, I'm telling you that's going to be a big payout, especially if Quickie Mickey, I'm sure the under is probably favored due to the nickname and due to her past. I like it a lot to be a huge payout on the parlay.
Yep, I'm going to follow your lead a little bit on this. I'm going to go with no on the 1.5 for Quickie.
Okay.
I am going to take tails.
Okay.
Of course, there'll be another tie, and I will take. Did you take the over or the under?
5 yards over
on Statty. I'll take the under. I'll take the under just to keep it lively.